Hey everyone, it's Jonathan, and welcome to Christmas on Every Version Ever. I have so much content planned for the next month, so in the interest of easing myself into things, I thought I'd start slow and put together a new, at least this podcast episode, made from a few older videos that I did with my cousin Shaina back in 2017 during the first Christmas season on my channel. At that point, the biggest thing I'd been doing is my Wonderland Wednesday series, looking at all the different versions of Alice in Wonderland, which you already know about because that series eventually turned into what became this podcast, which was me wanting to look at every version ever of a whole bunch of classic stories. And the first story after Alice in Wonderland that I wanted to cover was A Christmas Carol. At that time, I started a series called The Christmas Carol Countdown, which was supposed to count down to Christmas, but mainly it was just because I liked the alliteration. I don't think I've done a steady countdown release schedule since that first year when I put out a new review every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on the main channel. But for one of those weeks leading up to Christmas, I wanted to do a short series of reviews with my cousin Shaina. She and I have always liked watching cartoons together, so I thought it would be fun to find a few different cartoon versions of A Christmas Carol starring famous characters to review with her. Those included My Little Pony, the Looney Tunes, and Mickey Mouse. Shaina hasn't done a whole lot with me online since then, and she's never been an actual guest on my podcast, other than some similarly recycled content. But one of these days I want to rectify that. It was a lot we used to watch back in the day that would make for great podcast discussions. So one of these days we'll have to try to make something work. Anyway, as I'm trying to save myself some time as I get into the holiday season, I'm not going to do too much editing of our original reviews. These are basically presented as they were when I released them the first time, which, if you're watching the video version, includes all the old logos as well. Anyway, I think that's all I've got for now. Let's get into this episode with my cousin Shaina, and also Sarah for one of them, on 3 different cartoon versions of A Christmas Carol.
Pony's voices fill the night. Hearts warming Eve is here once again. Happy hearts so full and bright. Hearts warming Eve is here once again. Oh, what a sight! Look at the light. All for tonight. Hearts warming Eve is here once again.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Christmas Carol Countdown. This week we're going to be taking a look at 3 different cartoons that take popular characters and have them put their own spin on the Christmas Carol story. For the first episode, I chose a version done with My Little Pony because Shaina loves My Little Pony, and I thought that she would be a good one to watch that with.
Well, thank you. It's true. They're so cute, and it's a return to innocence from the drama of adulthood. In the beginning of the episode, of course, there were the baby ponies and Spike's cup of cocoa with a chubby marshmallow in it. That set me off pretty good.
There were quite a few times where Shaina had to pause it because she found something entirely too cute or hilarious, like a chubby marshmallow or a baby unicorn.
What can I say? Cuteness gets me. As you can see, I have my little collection here. I'm feeling very festive.
And I didn't have anything, but I have my David Bowie unicorn shirt that I decided to wear. So this story was rather different than the regular Christmas Carol story. The ponies had their own holiday. I think they called it Hearthwarming Eve.
Yeah.
It was basically Christmas. They had a Scrooge-like pony that wasn't Scrooge. Basically, this pony was going to end the holiday instead of just disliking it.
She was so set against it, she was stirring up a spell to get rid of it entirely.
But then the spirits of Hearthwarming Eve came and showed her her past, present, and future and changed her mind.
I really liked how they took Applejack and made her the spirit of Christmas past, because normally that's a much more serious take on the spirit, but she was very easygoing, down to earth, come away with me on adventure, I'm gonna hog tie you and let's go for a ride. Just very, let's go. And I love that about her. It wasn't too serious. And then they chose Pinkie Pie for a Ghost of Christmas Present or Spirit of Christmas Present. She's so jovial, such a party animal, and that was just perfect for that role. And then it looked like they took Nightmare Moon and made her the spirit or ghost of Christmas Future, or Heartswarming Eve Future, excuse me. I just can't get past that. It's like trying to wrap my mind around all this renaming things in this, but it gave me shivers because she was just so powerful, and just the song that she sang just was enough to give you shivers because it was so serious and just so epic. And I don't know, it's like you'd think with a cute little episode like this that it would be nothing but cute, but they managed to get this gripping song there toward the end.
I'm not one that watches My Little Pony. I've seen a few episodes, but I liked this one. I thought it was a good episode, and I probably would watch more if I had more time and if somebody to watch it with, because Shaina loves it. So I enjoyed watching this episode. I thought it was a cute take on the story, and all in all, I would recommend it if you have a My Little Pony fan or little kids. It's a good holiday episode.
You just need some comic relief. Seriously, you can't be too serious with this one.
Well, I think that's going to be all for this episode. We've got 2 more that we're going to be watching. I have a Bugs Bunny take on A Christmas Carol, and I think for the last one we're going to watch Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Ooh, that'll be fun. I think I've actually watched that one, and I really seriously wouldn't mind watching it again.
So we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All together feeling great. Heartswarming Eve is here once again. Can't hardly wait. We'll party till late. Our favorite date. Heartswarming Eve is here. Happy, happy, Heartswarming Eve. Heartswarming Eve is here once again.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don we now are gay apparel, fa la la la, fa la 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 la. Thank you. You mean that's all, folks? Precisely.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Christmas Carol Countdown. Today we're going to be talking about a Bugs Bunny version of the Christmas Carol. And this one is a rather short little cartoon. It was part of a half-hour special with a few other holiday-themed Looney Tunes cartoons. But for our purposes, we're going to be talking about the Christmas Carol part of it. It was pretty cute. It was very different than the original story. For starters, there were no ghosts. There was Bugs Bunny tormenting Yosemite Sam as Scrooge, pretending to be a ghost. But it was very cute. I especially liked that they had Tweety as Tiny Tim.
And Porky Pig as Bob Cratchit.
And Petunia Pig as Mrs. Cratchit. And 2 other little pig children. Where Tweety came from, I don't know. Perhaps he was adopted. Basically, it was the same gist as the Christmas Carol. Scrooge is a miser, and he's not giving Bob Cratchit what he needs. He ends up firing him instead of sending him home for Christmas. But Bugs Bunny, of course, comes in and decides to scare the daylights out of him by pretending to be a ghost. And apparently threatening to send him to hell.
To go see the other guy in the red suit.
You mean down there? I do. No, don't take me there. No, I'll do anything. I'll make up for all my sins. I'll change. I'll have Christmas spirit. Oh boy, will I have Christmas spirit.
And this apparently makes him see the light, and he goes around and starts throwing money at little old ladies and orphans.
Just running through the streets, throwing money like confetti, dressed in his little Santa Claus suit.
If you like Looney Tunes, definitely watch this one. It was quite entertaining. And if you can find the whole half-hour holiday special, it was pretty funny too. There was a Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner short that was pretty funny. And
Especially with the snow machine.
yes, the recurring gag with the snow machine was very funny.
A pile of snow kept landing on Wile E. no matter where he was. This giant snowball just paused right on top of him, and he stuck up his little umbrella and looked quite frightened, and then the snowball landed on him.
And the last part of it was Tasmanian Devil as Santa Claus. So, all in all, the whole special was pretty funny. So if you can find it, I would recommend watching it.
If you love Looney Tunes, we highly recommend it.
Yep.
It's typical Looney Tunes.
Well, I think that's going to be all for this episode. Next time we're going to be talking about Mickey's Christmas Carol, and that'll be our season finale. And I think Sarah might join us for that one. We'll see. So we'll see you on Friday. Bye.
Bye.
Watch, I'm gonna do it now. Merry Christmas, world!
Ain't I a little Dickens, though? Dashing through the snow
Ho-ho.
in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hey, hey.
O'er the fields we go,
Ho-ho.
laughing all the way.
Hey, hey!
Hold it, gang. All right, pal. What happened to our sleigh?
Meat ate it. Ooh, it was delicious.
Anyway, Merry Christmas, gang.
And happy holidays.
What a merry Christmas day. Hear the joyous music play. Bells are ringing, choirs singing. Oh, what a merry Christmas day.
Hey everyone, welcome to the season finale of the Christmas Carol Countdown. Today we're going to be talking about Mickey's Christmas Carol, and I think this is probably my favorite of the ones we've watched so far. I don't think I'd ever actually seen this, even though it's probably one of the most famous adaptations. But as I was watching it, I realized I had a book of this when I was a kid, and even though I never saw this version, I think this was actually my first exposure to the story because of that little book. So I actually was familiar with this version, even though I didn't think I was. I just had a whole bunch of weird flashbacks as I was watching.
One of the things that we enjoyed was all of the cameos of different characters from other Disney films. I don't think I've seen their adaptation of Wind in the Willows, but I love that story, so it was fun to see some of those characters. And of course we grew up watching Robin Hood and all kinds of Disney characters. It was really cute.
Yeah, this is probably now in my top favorites, right up there with Muppets Christmas Carol.
I liked Fred. Donald Duck is Fred, and I like their whole description of all the food that he's supposed to be having for his Christmas dinner. That sounded good. You don't really get that in other versions. And Mickey Mouse as Bob Cratchit along with his adorable family. It was very cute. I appreciate how they made Jacob Marley really not very scary at all. When it's Goofy, it's kind of hard to make him scary. So they cutified that a lot.
I love that he had a piggy bank tied to his chains.
I found it very amusing that Goofy was Jacob Marley because of Scrooge's description of him robbing widows and stealing from the poor, and I'm trying to picture Goofy as this evil figure who would rob from widows.
Only by accident, really.
It's just such a weird thing to think about, especially even when he's so goofy as a ghost.
I love how clumsy they made Goofy. Even though he was a ghost and he was supposed to be able to pass through things.
He did bump into, trip over, and crash into many items.
One of the things about this version is that they take liberties with the story, but honestly, for Disney cartoon characters, they really stuck to the story.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to see a version of this story that is far less creepy, for small children. This is the cutest version that I think I've ever seen. The end scene, towards the end, where he's with the spirit of Christmas future, I think for small children that could be potentially creepy.
Terrifying.
Because he's basically sort of falling into a burning casket. Just kind of might scare a 4-year-old. And the cats. The spirit is the gigantic cat with a cigar. It's one of those cartoons now that they probably have the warning at the front about smoking. Where's the smoking in this movie? Oh, there it is. But other than that, I would say that this is a pretty small child-friendly version. Just if you have a sensitive child, maybe just forward through that part real quick. And then, of course, as soon as he is falling into his fiery doom, basically, he's also waking up in his room, and he goes about gleefully doing good, giving to the poor, and giving out toys to the Cratchit family, and it's a very cozy, cheerful ending.
I really liked the end when he was pretending to be very upset and angry, and he accidentally drops this teddy bear that Tiny Tim finds. It was cute.
Yeah, like I say, this has to be the cutest version I've ever seen. If you want a cute, safe version that will leave you with little or no trauma and warm fuzzies, give this one a try.
I loved how cute Tiny Tim was. He didn't seem that sickly.
Theme of the day, cute, cute, cute.
Yes, very cute. Well, I think that's going to be all for this season of Christmas Carol Countdown. I think I'm going to make this a yearly thing. There's so many other versions out there that I really would like to find and watch. So come back in a year and I'll probably have some more for you. I don't think I'm going to do any more videos for the rest of the month. It's going to be Christmas on Monday, so I think I'll just take off till New Year before Wonderland Wednesday returns. I might have some little surprises, though. I have a lot of bloopers that I haven't done anything with yet, so maybe in the next week or two I might have a bloopers video for you.
Which hopefully won't be too embarrassing for me, which I know yeah, we've been filming a lot together.
Yeah, most of the bloopers are probably from when she and I were filming.
Yeah. A couple of our cats might make a cameo as well.
And maybe her dad doing bunny ears at one point. So, you can look forward to that. And we'll see you next year for more Wonderland Wednesday.
Merry Christmas!
And God bless us, everyone.
Isn't it just grand to say Merry, Merry Christmas, Merry, Merry Christmas, Merry, Merry Christmas, Merry, Merry Christmas, oh, what a Merry Christmas.
Obviously, the point is to be more charitable. Oh! Stupid cat! Okay. But not to elderly cats that you just step on. Okay. Oh, she's fine. If this ends up in bloopers, I just want the world to know that she's fine. Okay. Go for it. Or not.
Fine.
Hello.
You edit that out.
We already have some stuff to edit out.
Yeah, I just got done stepping on Bo. 3, 2, 1.
And God bless.
We're doing Merry.
No, I mean, let's do Merry Christmas, all of us, and then Sarah say.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is
that going to be part of the blooper reel too?
That'll be funny, hopefully.
Okay.
3, 2, one.
Merry Christmas!
And God bless us, everyone.
Thanks for listening to this special Christmas episode of the podcast. If you like what you've heard, then don't forget to subscribe on whatever platform you prefer, and of course make sure to follow my co-hosts as well. Any relevant links will be in the description for easy access, and we'll see you soon for another brand new episode of the show. Thanks for listening, and Merry Christmas!
Cause at Christmas, the fun never ends, and I simply can't wait to share it with you. Ching-a-ling-a-ling, let me hear you sing. Ching-a-ling-a-ling, ding-dong-ding. If you want to say happy holiday, all you need is ding-ding-dong-ding. Merry Christmas too, wishing it to you. Ching-a-ling-a-ling, ding-dong-ding.